I want to thank everybody for being here for our final debate for 7th Hour Speech Class 2017-2018. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yay! All right, timekeeping today is the lovely Emma. Emma, raise your hand, wave, thank you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you will watch Emma for your time, so she will watch that, and we will work on continuing and finalizing our debates today. We'd like to first welcome Kay as the Prime Minister with a speech that should not exceed just 3 minutes. Miss Timekeeper, are you ready? Fabulous. Miss Speaker, then, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
My name is Kay Oschlager. I am the Prime Minister, and I would like to thank my partner, the opposition, the audience, the judges, and the timekeeper. Our topic is whether students should or should not have to complete 3 service hours per semester. Our standpoint is that they should have to complete 3 service hours per semester. Our first reason is because it allows them to participate and interact with the school and possibly the community. This allows them to be seen and interact with people that maybe they would not usually interact with. Our second topic, our point, is extra volunteering can look good on job applications and college applications. Our third point is that it gets the people interested in our school because they see our students out and about doing things. LSAM is one service hour that many of our students participate in, where we have people from all over Missouri participating in, and we have many different students come to our school that have participated in LSAM before. I am the Prime Minister, and our first topic was because it allows them to be interactive with the school and community. Extra volunteering can look good on college applications as well as job applications. Number 3, it is good to get people interested in our school and community. I would like to thank my partner, the opposition, the audience, the judges, and the timekeeper, and vote for government.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper.
1:49.
I'm sorry, 1:49?
1:49.
1:49. All right, thank you very much. Miss Timekeeper, will you please put 1 minute on the clock for Anna to prepare her arguments, please? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Anna as the leader of the opposition. Not to exceed a speech that should last more than 3 minutes. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, fabulous. Anna, whenever you're ready, you can begin.
Good afternoon. My name is Anna Royak, and I'm the leader of the opposition. I'd like to thank my partner, my opponents, the judge, timekeeper, and audience for being here today. Our topic today, as stated by the government, is that students should have to do 3 service hours per semester, but our side is that we believe that they should not. The government's first point was that doing mandatory service hours and volunteering around the school and the community causes students to have more interaction within the school and around the community. However, if these students are not doing mandatory service, they might interact more in the school and community in other ways with that free time they will have. And in addition to that, there is a chance that they will enjoy it more since they could be doing whatever they want instead of something required by the school. And therefore, they might make a better impression on people because they're not just following something that they have to do. The government's second point was that volunteer hours looks good on college and job applications. However, some students might not be interested in college, or the college they are interested in might not require hours, so it should be up to every individual student whether they want to do volunteering hours as it fits their need. The government's third point was that it can create interest in our school by having people see our students doing stuff. However, we can represent our school in different ways, because some people might be interested in studies more than work for coming to a school like this, and so there's a chance that it might cause more interest in our school for people to see our students working on their homework in their free time or studying hard at school. To review, our points were, the first point was if students are not doing mandatory work, they might have time to interact in the community and school in other ways. Our second point was the students might not be interested in college, or the college they're interested in might not require volunteer hours, so it should be up to the student to get those on their own. And our third point was that we can create interest in our school by focusing more on our studies rather than just volunteer work. I'd like to thank my partner, the opponents, the judge, timekeeper, and the audience for being here today, and please vote for opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper.
2:42.
2:42. Thank you very much. All right, will you please put 1 minute on the clock, Ms. Timekeeper, for Tori to prepare her arguments, please? Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Tori, please, as the second speaker for the government, with a round of applause. Yay. And we'd like to remind both Ms. Speaker and Ms. Timekeeper that this is a speech, again, that should not exceed just 3 minutes. And I think I'm ready. So, Ms. Timekeeper, oh, you got it? Yeah, that's fine. All right, Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready? All right, fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can begin.
Hello, I'm Tori Ritzma, the member of government. I'd like to first thank my partner, Kay, the Prime Minister. I'd also like to thank the opposition, the audience, the judges, and the timekeeper. The topic of today's debate is that students either should or should not have to complete 3 service hours per semester. And we, the government, are on the side that you should have to complete 3 service hours per semester. Their first point was that a student may interact more in their free time with the community on their own, and they would be doing things that they enjoy, so they would make a better impression. We say that 3 hours of work is not going to take up all of your free time, so you still have free time to be able to do the things that you enjoy in the community. And it is good for those that may not do it on their own to have to complete those 3 hours, so that they may possibly have that experience and maybe find out that they enjoy it, and they wouldn't have known that. They couldn't have possibly known that before. For their second point, they said that some students might not be interested in colleges or jobs and some colleges may not require volunteer work, so it's better for them to do it on their own if students may be applying to colleges that do require that. as some students could possibly not be interested in those colleges, I agree with that, but many of our students are interested in colleges, and even if it isn't required, it does look good for whatever you may be doing in life to complete volunteer work. Their third point was that we can represent in different ways rather than completing 3 required hours of volunteer work. And students that see us may be more interested in studies than volunteer work. Well, if we say that if they're doing volunteer work, our students could be doing volunteer work, we may come into contact with students that we might not before if we are focusing on our studies. And then students that we're come into contact with could ask us about our studies, and we would be able to explain that we're also very devoted to our studies. To review, our first point was that 3 hours of work is not going to take up all of your free time and that you can still be out in the community. Our second point was that 3 hours of volunteer work can only help you and not hinder you. And the third point was that we may come into contact with students and have conversations we might not otherwise. I would again like to thank my partner, Kay. I'd like to thank the opposition.
Okay, all right, let's give her a round of applause. And that was right at 3 minutes, I'm assuming there, Miss Timekeeper, yes? Okay, thank you very much. All righty, let's put 1 minute on the clock, Miss Timekeeper, please, for Dusan to prepare his arguments. Thank you so much. All right, thank you, Miss Timekeeper. Let's give Dusan a round of applause and welcome him as the second speaker for the opposition. Woo-hoo! With a speech that should again not exceed 3 minutes. Wait for Mike adjust here. And thank you, Miss Timekeeper. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, fabulous. Mr. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can hit it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dusan and I'm a member of opposition. I would like to thank to my partner, government, timekeeper, audience, and the judges for being here today. Topic today is whether should or shouldn't students complete 3 service hours per semester, and our side thinks that they shouldn't. First point of the government is that 3 hours is not a lot and it won't take them too much time enrollment, and it will help people and gain experience who doesn't work. Our side thinks that it should be a matter of the choice, because some students may not enjoy that work during those 3 service hours per semester, and they want to feel comfortable and good in that work that they are required to do. Second point of the government is that many students are interested in the college and job applications, and that it looks good on the applications, but our side thinks that it could look good for those ones who want to apply for the college, but whether should it be required, our side thinks that it could be optional for those ones who think that they need that for the college. They should have that chance, but for those ones who don't need that, it should be optional. It doesn't have to be required service hour. For the third point, government stated that students may interact about studies on the work and may interact with other students, but our side thinks that students in St. Paul Lutheran High School have opportunity already to interact with other students beside studies and work hours on multiple extracurricular activities such as choir, drama, and others. To review, our first point is that it should be a matter of the choice that someone won't enjoy maybe in that time spent on the service hours. Second point is that it should be optional because some of the students may not apply for the college or may not be required to complete them for the college. And the third point is that students can make contacts besides work and those service hours. I would like to thank my partner, to the government, judge, audience, and timekeeper, and I would call you to vote for opposition. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper.
2:43.
2:43. Thank you very much. All right. Will you please, Miss Timekeeper, put 1 minute on the clock for Anna to support her partner. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and welcome Anna, please, for the final speech for the opposition, please, with a round of applause. And I would like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker that this is a speech that should not exceed only 2 minutes in length this time, please. Only 2 minutes. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Good afternoon. My name is Anna Royek, and I'm the leader of the opposition. I'd like to thank my partner, my opponents, the judge, timekeeper, and the audience for being here today. Our topic today, as given by the government, is that students should have to do 3 service hours per semester. However, we as the opposition believe that students should not have to complete 3 service hours per semester. The government's first point was that 3 hours of work still leaves lots of free time, and the 3 hours can help people find that they might enjoy it because some people might not have gotten out much on their own into the community. However, we say that those 3 hours should still be a matter of choice because some students just might not feel comfortable in that required work, and this could cause students to, rather than learning to volunteer and wanting to do it more often and get out in the community more, it could make them grow bitter towards volunteering in general. The government's second point is that many students are interested in colleges that require volunteer hours, and even if it's not required at some colleges, it still looks good on many applications. However, we say that if it's not required at some colleges, it should also not be required for the students, because if it just looks good on the college application, then a student who cares a whole lot about their college application may be able to put in those volunteer hours if they choose. The government's third point was that students can make contact with people who otherwise might not have known much about the school through this volunteer work. However, we as the opposition believe that extracurriculars are helpful for making contact with the community, such as sports at other schools and in other towns, and choir singing at other churches to make a good impression on possible future students. I'd like to thank again my partner, the opposition, the judge, and the timekeeper, and the audience.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And I'm assuming that's right at 2 minutes. Thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, will you please put 1 more minute on the clock for Kay to prepare her final statements and fighting the opposition. Thank you so much, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. All righty, let's welcome Kay for the final speech of the debate today with a round of applause. And let's remind Ms. Kay that, and I'm sorry, Ms. Speaker and Ms. Timekeeper, that this is a speech that should not exceed just 2 minutes this time. All right, Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead.
I'm the Prime Minister, and I'd like to thank my partner, the opposition, the audience, the judges, and the timekeeper. The topic today is whether students should or should not have to complete 3 service hours per semester. Our side is that they should. The first point is that brought on by the opposition is that they should choose because they might not enjoy it. Our refute to that is that they might find out that they enjoy it more than they thought they would. The second point is that it should be optional for those who might need it for college or applications. Our refute to that is it still looks good and gives you more experience for life. The third topic is that they have enough time in extracurricular activities to have experience with other people and bring people to our school. Our refute to that is that not all students are involved in extracurricular activities and may not be very social, so it helps them have more opportunities. To review, they may find that they enjoy it, still looks good, and gives you more opportunities. Students might not be involved in extracurricular activities and may not be very social, so it gives them opportunities. I would like to thank my partner, the opposition, the audience, the timekeeper, and the judges, and vote for government.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper.
129.
129. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause to all of our speakers today, please. Thank you.